Good afternoon, Life Science Grade 11. We are still on the digestive system and we are looking at absorption and assimilation of nutrients in the body. So last week we looked at absorption. Today I want us to look at assimilation. So please let's recap before we can move on to assimilation. So we said absorption is the diffusion of small soluble digested food molecules into the bloodstream. So what happens is the food molecules are absorbed by the epithelial cells in the small intestine into the capillaries and then into the villi and then into the bloodstream. So this is a process we call absorption, and we said absorption happens in two processes through two mechanisms we call active and passive absorption, or it is diffusion and active transport of nutrients into the bloodstream. We also spoke about how the small intestines are well adapted for this process of absorption, or how they are suitable for absorption. So a question could come up in an exam situation where the examiner may ask you to discuss in further detail how the small intestine is suitable for absorption or how it is well adapted for absorption, and you are expected to answer this question properly. Now, I want us to move on to assimilation. So assimilation takes place after absorption. That is why I had to explain it after absorption. So what is assimilation and how does it occur? What happens during assimilation? So assimilation occurs when the nutrients that have been digested by our bodies are absorbed in the small intestine and then reach our body cells, so that the body may be able to use these nutrients for growth, for tissue repair, and many other metabolic processes in the body, as well as providing energy in our bodies. So I said assimilation occurs when molecules reach tissues throughout our bodies after being processed in the liver. So this is how it happens. So food molecules pass into the epithelial cells through the walls of the capillaries in the villi and into the bloodstream. So the capillaries join up to form veins, which then the veins unite to form one large vein, which is what we call the hepatic portal vein. The hepatic portal vein transports blood from the intestines to the liver. Now, the liver either stores or alters the products of digestion according to what the body needs. Remember, we have digested food molecules such as glucose, amino acids, and fatty acids and glycerol. So in the process of assimilation, we want to understand how the cells in our bodies use these nutrients in order to carry out metabolic processes in our bodies. So let's discuss this in further detail, and I want you to, as we discuss this, I want you to understand how the liver has a role in this assimilation according to our body needs. So let's start with glucose. Glucose is used by the body as a source of energy in the form of what we call ATP. So glucose in the form of is used to provide energy in the form of ATP, or we also call ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. So that's the first function carried out through a process we call assimilation by glucose. This is why glucose is important for our body cells. It provides energy in the form of ATP so that the body is able to move and to carry out other important metabolic processes. So excess glucose is returned to the liver and is stored as glycogen. Excess glucose is returned to the liver and is stored as glycogen. So this is the liver's role in assimilation. It is to store excess nutrients in our body. So glycogen is storage in the liver, and it will be used when the body needs it. Now, I want us to talk about amino acids. Amino acids enter the cells and are converted into new protoplasm that is used for growth and tissue repair. Amino acids are also used to make enzymes and hormones, which are obviously proteins. Excess amino acids, this is what the liver does to excess amino acids. So excess amino acids are deaminated in the liver. What do I mean by this? So excess amino acids, remember I said other amino acids are used for growth and tissue repair as well as the production of hormones and enzymes. Excess amino acids are deaminated in the liver, or they are converted to urine in the liver. What about fatty acids and glycerol? Fatty acids and glycerol are used to build cell membranes and serve as reserve store of energy. So when there is insufficient glucose, the liver converts stored fatty acids and glycerol in our adipose tissues and converts that excess fat into energy when there is an insufficient supply of glucose. So basically, we are saying fatty acids are used as a reserve store of energy whenever the body needs energy or has an insufficient supply of energy. So we also have vitamins and minerals. Those are used to regulate certain metabolic processes or activities in our bodies. So basically, we are saying how the body uses these nutrients, all of these nutrients we've spoken about, whether it's glucose, amino acids, fatty acids and glycerol, or vitamins and mineral salts. How the body uses these nutrients we've spoken about is a process we call assimilation. So this is where I'll end the lesson for today. As homework, I want you to write an essay in which you discuss the functions of the liver with regards to assimilation of nutrients or with regards to nutrition as a whole. If you have any questions, please do post your question in the comment section. Next time we're going to look at balanced nutrition and what happens if you do not receive a balanced diet, whether it's malnutrition or overnutrition.